You have the choice now between an introduction speech of mine or a fire-free with questions session. If you ask my advice, I would recommend you to opt for the fire-free, because my speeches are known to be on the longer side. So you would have to be listening for 1.5 hours otherwise.
Okay, I'm going to take my seat here then. Okay, right, I'm going to take my seat here. I've got your questions, guys.
Okay,
if
so
you want to put your hands up and have a look and see. I think
fire free.
We've got someone right here coming up on the Zoom. Is this side? We've got someone coming up on the Zoom.
Okay.
Hello.
Good morning.
What's your name?
Good evening. Good afternoon. My name is Facundo Olezza. I am an Argentinian sailor. I represented my country in Rio 2016 and will represent it again in Tokyo in a few months. I will go straight to the point and be as short as possible. I am here before you to tell you that my international federation, World Sailing, has changed 5 out of 10 events for the Paris 2024 Olympics, leaving the only event suited for 85+ kilo male athletes out of the slate, failing to respect their own all-physique policy, because sailing is a weight-sensitive sport. I am 100 kilos, 190 centimeters tall, and without your help, I will be excluded and discriminated from the Olympic family after Tokyo. I apologize if this is not the right mean, the right way, or the right place to expose, but I am not just speaking in behalf of myself. I'm speaking in behalf of hundreds of sailors around the world and in behalf of future generations of big athletes that will not have the opportunity of becoming part of the Olympic family. I would really appreciate your help in this matter, Mr. President. I am at your full disposal, and I would like to thank everyone here for this big opportunity of expressing myself. For the last 3 years, I've been trying to make my voice heard, but I have been ignored by my international federation, and this opportunity means a lot to me. Thank you very much. These are difficult times, so be safe, and hopefully we will meet in Tokyo.
Thank you very much for your question. And don't worry, here is the right place for every question anybody may want to raise. And congratulations for the qualification to Tokyo, first of all. But you know, the putting together the Olympic program is maybe the most difficult endeavor in the Olympic movement, because so many things have to be taken into consideration. For reasons you know, we cannot have in the Olympic program necessarily, you know, all disciplines of all sports, because otherwise the size of the Olympic Games would explode, and we would not find any organizers for the Olympic Games anymore. And secondly, with regard to the program and the choice of the disciplines, this is in the responsibility of the respective international federations, because you know, there are running the sport day by day outside the Olympic Games, and they know best and should know best how they want to develop their sport, how they want to take new disciplines on board, how they want to safeguard the interest of athletes of other disciplines. So it's extremely difficult. And in this context, we have we are following the way that in many federations, we say, okay, we can accommodate so many events means so many medals, and then so many athletes participating, and then it's up to you, international federation, to make a proposal, and then this proposal has to be discussed there with the organizing committees, with the International Federation of course, and this is what our program commission is doing, and then finding the best way. And so there was in your case also a proposal there for offshore sailing, where there were some concerns with regard to the universality of the participation, with regard to the cost thereof the event and the security of the event. No need to explain to you what it means to have and to create security for an offshore race. And also with regard to the cost this event would mean for the national Olympic committees, because it's not offshore sailing is not a low-cost endeavor, as you know. So there are many points to be taken into consideration, and then also again the interest of the athletes. There you're referring to a very specific point. This is your size and your weight. This is a problem we also are facing in other sports. Not every sport is necessarily the right sport for an athlete of a certain height or a certain weight, and there a balance has always to be found, and this again, we leave in the hands thereof the international federations, who on the other hand, are always also trying to make sure that you can compete then in world championships and in other events, and can at least on this level then continue your career. So let us see what will happen now. There is our program commission, as I said, will have this discussion in the next couple of weeks. And then based on this recommendation, and after they have consulted with everybody, then the IOC Executive Board will have to take a decision. Sorry that I cannot promise you more than this at this moment.
Thank you very much for your time and for your attention.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hope that leaves you feeling a little bit more encouraged. I really do. Okay, I think we've got more questions that are coming up on the Zoom for you. So who is this beaming in to the studio now?